Guys, I just want you to know what you're about to watch is not a tutorial. It is a comedy of errors. Enjoy. Oh, round two. Now, a little context. I have done this before. It's just been a very long time, and I know I've been running the Starcross 5s, and I finally had a conversation with Randy Richardson about tubeless, and he pretty much sold me on it's just not the best thing for us to be using with dirt bike tires. And that's a whole nother video. We can go into that if you guys are interested in that conversation. But so I've been running bibs since then, and thoroughly enjoying it. But the thing is it's expensive to pay somebody to do every time. Yeah, the Rabaconda is expensive, but I feel like over years and years of just changing out my own bibs, it's gonna be worth it. So today, you guys are gonna watch me use the Rabaconda for the first time, and the first time in a very long time installing a Bib Mousse. So hopefully this goes well and y'all enjoy. 12 millimeter, whoops. Two rim locks, right? Now, when you look at the videos online and what a lot of other people share is that they only have one rim lock. So this should come off a lot easier. So what I'm gonna try to do is flip it over and kind of see which looks like the right way to get one of these rim locks out with the way that the mousse is in there. Or if it's just like, screw it and push down. Let's check out the tire and the wheel. Just kind of want to look at the tire to see how potentially worn out that bib was and all that jazz. The tire itself was starting to wear out and throw chunks and stuff, but the bib feels pretty good. So let's take out the other bib and see the difference. Yeah, this one's way stiffer still. So, honestly, that one feels pretty good. I don't know. That's gonna take years, I think, of changing mousses and figuring it out and kind of seeing how these things evolve over time. You know, the different types of terrain that you're gonna ride, I'm sure, are gonna address that. Yeah, it's pretty darn squishy. There's still lots of lube left in there, which is nice, but there's definitely as well some cuts. So this probably could have kept going for a while. I just knew I needed to change my tire, so I might as well change the bib while I'm here. There's definitely lots of cuts that you can see from when dinging rocks and stuff like that out in the terrain, out in the trail, racing or riding dirt bikes. I'm gonna hold on to this and not use it. I'm gonna use some of the tire compound stuff. Let's see, tire and tube mounting compound, a lot of everybody's talked about. I'm gonna keep this though, because one of the things that someone mentioned to me, take this guy and...
All right, welcome to Woody's Slow Jams as we lube up our tire and Bib Mousse for a sensual installation. I don't have a bristle brush yet for lengthy application, but soon we'll find the right tool for the job. This M14 looked a little dry for its upcoming endeavors. A full dose of lube from the bucket of good times, and we're ready to get weird.
Now I've heard that this is a beating to get in. A beating to get in. So let's see how this goes. Almost. It was in, and then I screwed up. It's really messy. I'd love for you guys to tell me what I did wrong. I feel like there's an easier way, but maybe it just takes a little bit of time to figure that out. We're gonna try to mount it up. Rim lock typically would be able to lash the tire, put it over. This rim lock, I think, this is gonna be a challenge. So this could be an interesting bit of shenanigans for you guys to watch.
I know what you're thinking. Brian, do you have any idea what you're doing?
Oh, buddy, I'm sure that's not the first tire iron that's gonna go flying.
Obviously, the answer is no.
Round one.
My body language is showing my lack of confidence. My body position, trying to put pressure on the tire, shows my lack of knowledge.
Oh, round two. Round three.
This is where I started to understand how to put pressure on the tire to keep the bead in the rim while on the Rabaconda. The problem I kept having, though, was how slippery all the parts were.
Well, I have a feeling I'm going to be here for a while. I just don't think I'll be able to get that rim lock in there.
It's official. This is when I gave up on having a second rim lock.
Holy shit.
For now, we're going to see how one rim lock performs with the Starcross 5 and an M14 bib. The issue I had here was keeping the tire moving around inside the rim, so I had the room to fully mount the bead.
Now, I'm going to try to do what I did before, but put way more tire irons in to hold the tire around so that I can get this thing to seat without breaking a bead.
Luckily, I had a few more tire irons in the garage to use to keep the bead from setting in the rim. I needed to keep it more toward the center of the rim so I could have extra movement to fully mount the bead. Another learning curve though, making sure the rim lock is pushed behind the bead as it is setting in the rim.
Holy shit! I took out the second rim lock. So if you have advice or tips and tricks on how to use the second rim lock, do you use a second rim lock? Do you just use the one rim lock for getting that 18-inch bib in? Let me know on the Starcross 5s. Now also, I will tell you that when I went to Adventure Moto and purchased this bib, they told me that they do it with a 19-inch Bib Mousse. Now this is the 140 by 80 18. Randy Richardson again told me to use this with that tire, but you can see the install is pretty tough. Now they specifically told me at Adventure Moto they use the 19s for ease of installation, and two, it actually allows them to have it easier to cut up different pieces when they shove them in there. And so that's just after years and years of Brian Story doing the ISDE, racing, being a professional in Texas, well, pretty much all over the country, right? He has a lot of experience. I did not go with that advice on purpose. I went exactly with what Randy Richardson told me, who has helped develop this tire. Now, maybe the next time we do this, we'll get a 19 and we can watch back and see how different it is, how much easier it is. But again, this is not a tutorial, guys. This was supposed to be kind of just a first run. It's been a long time since I've tried to do this. First time using a Rabaconda, so feel free. You don't need to slam the comments with making fun of me. I mean, though you're allowed to, of course, but tips, tricks, videos that are worth us, you know, the community looking up at to kind of get some help if they're looking for more of a tutorial for bib installation. And maybe if I get good enough at this, I should do an installation video, but in reality, what we saw today, most likely that's not gonna happen. So, guys, I hope everybody's being safe, enjoying this, I hope everybody's being safe, enjoying as much as they can, being inside with their family, with their friends, with their kids, with their roommates, whoever it is that you're stuck with your pets. Trying to ride if you can, be safe if you can't, and just, you know, maybe let us know in the comments what you're doing to keep yourself busy. Thanks for watching. Always enjoy a pint full of awesome. I will definitely see you on the internet. Peace.